So today we are going to be finishing up our operations with integers foldable. On this very last foldable, we're going to be finishing up with both multiplying and dividing on the same section. And I'm just folding that from corner to corner and giving myself a crease here. So multiplying can look several different ways. We can see it. What we're most familiar with is an X. Can also be symbolized with a star, a dot that's floating in the middle, not on the bottom or not up at the top, in the middle. And we can also see parentheses that will represent multiplication. For dividing, we can see dividing a few different ways also. You may be familiar with this. The divisor goes outside the house, the dividend goes inside the house, and then the quotient, the answer to the division problem, will be on top of the house. We could also write it as a fraction, or it could be written slanted there. And another popular one is the line with the two dots. Okay. So our verse for multiplication and division, we'll do that last. We'll save that last. Okay. So what we do here with multiplying, if I have a negative 2 times a negative 3, I end up with a positive 6. If I have negative 2 times positive 3, I get a negative 6. If I have 2 times negative 3, I have a negative 6. Or if I have 2 times 3, I have positive 6. Something that we have used with our students in previous years that has been rather successful is Peace Dude. He's rather hippie-ish. So we're going to split our circle into thirds, similar to a peace guy, or peace sign. And our Peace Dude, even though he's a hippie, he has red eyes, and they're just slits. In his mouth, he always has nice things to say. So his mouth is a plus sign. And here's how we use Peace Dude. If I have a negative times a negative, I cover those two up, my answer is going to be positive. If I have a negative times a positive, my answer is going to be negative. If I have a positive times a negative, my answer will be negative. Positive times positive, you've dealt with that since third grade, that will be a positive answer. So that's how that works. Now with division, and this also works with multiplication, let's do an exploration. This is supposed to say problem. I got carried away. Problem, and then your answer. If our problem has one negative, what is the outcome? What will the sign of our answer be? What if I had no negatives? If I have no negatives, my answer will be positive. What if I have two negatives? What will my answer be? Will it be positive or negative? What if I have three negatives? What if I have four negatives? So I'll let you explore that, and I want you to come up with a rule that will always work. I didn't label piece dude. Pause the video as you do your exploration, and then when you're ready, we'll unpause it and we'll talk about our rule. All right, well, I hope you had fun with that exploration. Here's our rule. When you multiply, to the tune of row, row, row your boat. When you multiply, count the negatives. An even number is positive. Odd is negative. So I hope that you discovered one negative in your problem is going to give you a negative answer. 3. 3 is an odd number. It will give you a negative answer. 5 negatives in the problem. 5 is an odd number. So your answer will be negative. And if we were going to go ahead and do 7, if we had a big old problem that had 7 negatives in it, then our product would be negative. If we're looking at 2 negatives in a problem, 2 is an even number, so the answer will be positive. 4 is an even number, so if there's 4 negatives in a problem, your answer will be positive. If there are 6 negatives being multiplied or divided in a problem, then your answer will be positive. So I hope you can see that pattern now. Positive, negative, positive, negative, positive, negative, positive, negative. 0 is an even number, positive answer. 2 is an even number, positive answer. 4 is positive. Please keep in mind that this rule will only work for multiply and divide. Your rules for add and your rules for subtract stay the same. You use the add rules for addition problems. You use the subtraction rule for subtraction problems. This works only for multiplying and dividing. That's all we have for today. Thanks for listening.